It's going to be amazing to see them, rep the DR. I mean, that's what this entire weekend has been about, repping those regions. But they're
Yes.
really be putting the heat to the flames right here. And having, on the other hand, you see on the right side, it says MenaRD is running the birdie. He may pick a multitude of different characters. And it doesn't matter what he picks. It's still going to pose a problem. As Caba said, if you're lacking or slacking, you're going to get bopped. If I catch you out here lacking on these streets, you're going to get bopped. And it may be like that because even if it's birdie, despite what Caba may say on the Twitter, I might have to get you on blast for that one, may say it's a 5-5. It's actually pretty difficult for birdie, but then again, you see the Wallsy style that's still implanted in MenaRD. It's still a problem. Like if he catches you just once, it's a wrap.
It's a walking fortress coming at you, right? With like a full arsenal. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think the major question is, are we going to get what MenaRD are we going to get? Are we going to get Capcom Cup birdie Mena, or are we going to get like World Warrior? I'm playing a bunch of characters Mena, and it could be any, and he's going to
Karin.
the Karin versus Cabba, MenaRD versus Cabba, DR on the map. Let's see what happens in this set.
I don't think Karin's a bad pick. She has ways against the fireball. Once she gets in, it makes it real difficult. It makes Guile feel real unusual. She's got great buttons, the crouching mini kick, the fierce, all these things, but she's in that range to play. So you got to be super careful if you're Cabba. He's been working on this. MenaRD has, and you see that this is how that he's going to start his game plan. Put you in the corner, make you feel real unusual. He's been working on this character for so long, for the past couple of months, and let's see if this can take down Cabba though.
I like him using the classic Karin outfit as well.
Kind of nice, dog. That green.
These jump-ins adding up the activation. The baby boom parade. Let me see.
Coming down the street.
Right?
Medium needs to finish the plate.
Tried to go for the overhead.
It's always the overhead that
I knew
gets
you were going to
stuffed.
say that. You love that
Yeah,
move, dude.
Vicious was waiting for it.
He loves that move.
It's quite the
Oh,
opposite.
yo, did he delay it? That's not going to hit. Wow.
Yes, it is. The baby boom coming through in the clutch. You got to finish the job. Both of them at the versus that one touch, one hit situation. Just a dab will do you. Just a slight bit activation though. Hold the throw.
Wow. Yo, I love the call out though, going for the throw after the block sweep activation. And that's a legit call out, right? Because a lot of times when you're fighting a Karin, you're expecting her to instantly go to the buttons, right?
Right. All right. MenaRD with this one.
Look at active Mena is in the neutral, trying to lock down this Guile.
That's just, representational of his style, right? That buttonsy style comes through with this character. She's so strong when you find those confirms, and he's really good about finding those if you can just find one crouching mini kick. And, commentator's curse comes through sometimes.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's really funny to see their contrasted style. And I don't mean funny, I mean it's interesting because you see Mena has this very active walking fortress style like Vicious said before. But Cabba has this active, I'm not going to let you hold that ground style. And I know it comes from specifically playing MenaRD, big damage on the table.
Yo, if you can't work the ground, we're going to go to the sky.
Oh.
If I got this corner though.
So bye.
Jump, trying to catch him walking on in. But look at this patience right here. No trip card, just text the throw. Stuck in the corner though. Not where you want to be.
Oh, that was a bait right there. Still didn't get the proper anti-air. You see him go for that crouching jab. Daigo-esque crouching jab for the anti-air. Oh, the crush.
Follow up. Oh no, big damage right here. Going right for the super.
Oh, this is not going to kill.
Yeah,
Vicious just told me it's not going to kill. Just
flagging those
does.
He's a Karin player. He knows the death threshold is at. But just roll. Was it wrong?
Just roll.
It's wrong.
That was raw.
Send it
That
back.
was raw.
Send it
back.
back.
You donut.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Oh man, no, like you can tell that these styles are definitely like clashing a little bit, right? And I feel like Cabba's style comes from the evolution of playing MenaRD so much, and I feel like I see so much of each of their games in each other's play, especially how they answer some of these instances. I'm very impressed already. I love to see these kind of matches. Same thing like we saw in Angrybird versus Big Bird. You love to see these small instances in which they're taking advantage of that personal information from those players.
And I feel like, that hesitation that he had. Like, you don't really see Cabba this pensive.
You don't.
Like you don't see
You
him.
definitely
so
don't.
active.
You definitely don't.
And so it's like Cabba, you got to get back in the Cabba mode that they're used to. Fighting in the core zone, right here in the chest.
I feel like it has a lot to do with the character choice that Mena brought to the table, right? With that Karin, he's like, okay, I anticipated some other character. It could have been like so hard to call. You have like Birdie, Abigail, Sakura, Karin, all obviously that
Mika, you just go down the
Right,
list.
just half the list,
Right.
I honestly think it's just one of those moments where Cabba is just trying to get himself acclimated here into Game 2.
No, I really, I like that you said that. I think that is the truth. fact, right? Like, Mena can play so many characters, and think about it, like, Cabba doesn't know what character he's gonna play, so he's gonna have to adjust it. But even still, just the call-outs that he was doing, you still see him calling out some of these MenaRD specific situations and trying to take advantage.
And now take advantage of this corner push right here. Can block load in the corner. It's not where Guile wants to play at.
Oh.
EX connects. This is the problem. When she's got bar, you can't be throwing up projectiles. You gotta be super safe about that. Cabba eating a ton of damage already.
Oh, crush. V-skill to get the knockdown.
The throw. The chase down. The hot pursuit. Coming this summer.
Crouching heavy punch. Gets the crush on top of that. Reads the jump out of the corner from Cabba. Cabba's in trouble right now. Flash kick. Okay. On right.
Fierce connects. EX. And the push with the V skill with the back throw. Good call out right here. Cabba, I need to see the return over seat. I'm going to try to throw. Yeah, but at that angle, it might have been dangerous to do it, so I kind of agree.
I would have light kick, flash kick with my life, bro. Light kick, flash
that
kick.
might have been bad, though.
You're
You're going to do it anyway. Still.
Oh!
Nice 7 framer coming through.
Oh!
Upside down kick.
Oh!
Flash kick
Oh!
into the super. The Popeye's arms, and that's a family-sized meal right there.
My
that's
God, that's a 20-piece, bro. They get it in the value box.
You're going to have leftovers for a while.
You're going to throw away the coleslaw, though, because, you know, Rob...
Hold on now. Hold on. Chat.
I love coleslaw, bro.
2 for 9.
I love coleslaw, man.
go.
I'm just being real. Not from, like, regular establishments.
Yeah,
It got to be homemade.
It got to be homemade. It definitely got to be homemade. Just like this neutral's got to be a little bit different. You know, maybe not so homemade where someone's, you know, been able to acclimate to your style. You got to do something a little bit different. You know, maybe go back to the kitchen with it. Cabba, though, starting to get a little more poking.
Look at this active style. This is that active style that we were talking about. And you can still see the shades there. This time breaks the throw, tries to go for a tick throw, not ready for the actual throw, the follow throw.
On hand. The tag. Oh, the jump in, though. What are these reads? It's because you know this player. Stuck in the corner.
Why didn't
Find
you
a way out.
bar?
Cabba still got V-trigger to work with. Not out of this game just yet.
Oh,
nice low catch.
Activate.
The boom.
Boom parade. Let me in. Let me dash behind these bad
Baby
boys.
boomers. All these zoomers.
Oh.
Falls to the fireball.
40 seconds left on the clock. Full CA on the table for MenaRD. Oh, he was looking for it. He's definitely looking for it. He's trying to cash out. He does not want to give Cabba a game on the board because he know what that means for the boat. EX for Sinha, let me out. Yes, throw. Oh my God.
No way.
Why is he doing this?
What is your problem?
Who hurt this man?
That was a red light.
Who hurt this man?
But he said that was a red
That
light.
was a red light.
They got him on camera. They got him on
They got him
camera.
in 4K. We caught you in 4K. In 4K.
Bro, they caught you in 4K?
Nah. It's so hard because there's moments where there's just like a burst of momentum and it's so hard to read him. And you think Cabba has these moments where he's like, dog, it's my game to play.
Yeah.
But he said, nah, I'm
He's
not
like,
letting you have that way.
He's like, I know what you're thinking. You're about to get relaxed. Well, guess what? I'm not going to let you do that. He's like, I'm going to hit a button right here, throw off your entire game, right? And it's not even as simple as a button. It's like big jump ins versus some of these booms that Cabba's throwing out. And I'm like, why would you jump then? It's like, because you know exactly the pace that he's trying to control. And those call-outs definitely add up. They add up to matches, and that's what you just saw.
I gotta say, going into this next match, I bet you both a 2-piece meal that Cabba is not gonna flash kick this next jump in from Mena. Mena's gonna start off the round with another jump in. It's
Bet.
literally been
All right,
it's literally been like 3
Bet.
rounds.
all of us
straight.
in the chat out there, everybody watching, he owes us all if he messes up.
Yo,
It's been 3 rounds straight.
Give me a
three
1
rounds?
if you
Watch,
can hit.
he's
Give me
gonna
a
jump.
2.
Dang it!
You owe us all a meal.
Yeah, I want
Let
that
me
too.
eat that Popeyes,
Oh,
baby.
God, it'd be the anti-air, though.
Yeah, that was good. That was good though. Nice light touch right here using that answer. And that's one thing you have to do with dogs. You have to be able to have these articulate, perfect anti-airs. They got to be pristine and precise.
Oh, big jump. Once again, just jumping over the boom.
The range on that jumping heavy kick is so good too. Especially in the corner. Nice fierce to catch
The
him.
side switch and the stun. Oh,
he's gonna
no!
get
There it
caught
is.
on the
There it
one
is. Okay. All right.
All right.
Cabba in trouble right now. Down 2 games and a round. This is a first of 4. This next round could put Mena on match point.
There's the flash kick we were looking for right there. Anti-air. Dash up low. Clip one with it. You still owe me the meal, Jeremy.
Right, I
You
still want
owe
that
me the
too.
meal. Fierce to try to get out of this pressure right here. Anti-air. Back down to the ground.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Fierce, if you would have believed, if you just would have believed.
It's the sun.
Sunday. You gotta believe.
Oh.
Leave him alive.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Bless him.
Bless him. Bless
Take
him.
me to church.
Overhead.
All right.
We got the boys. Well, I like him trying to at least go for the heavy kick activation, but that got stuff though. Kaba with the flash kick back to mid-screen. And Kaba having to alternate between like the zoning kind of pressure right here and onto the butts like that with the buffer into the EX.
Just dashing him down. And this is that moving wall that I was talking about. EX to get through. The skill for the knockdown. And putting yourself back in the situation. Jump on this side. Kaba with the lead. And he's up around this life lead, looking pretty solid. And just backs up a little bit, anticipating that. There's the activation off of the sweep. No combo confirmed. Nice scramble here.
Jump. Still. Oh, nice check. Kaba still in it.
Kaba on the board.
Okay.
This is what I like to see. Now you see Kaba being a lot more active, like you pointed out before. His typical game style is like, hey, I want you to be active and force you to make these mistakes.
Right.
Now he's literally saying, you know what, I have to take this instance. Instead of giving Mena the chance to jump while he's looking for those booms, because he's done it multiple times, he says, you know what, I'm going to back up and jump in on you.
Exactly.
Gets the big hit, started this entire momentum, threw him into the corner, and that's the kind of Kaba I like to see. When he controls the pace, it is so hard to stop him. And it's mostly because he's used to playing players like MenaRD.
Exactly.
So it's really one of those things I love to see happen. I love to see it play out.
It's exactly how you mentioned before, right? Kaba is one of the best when it comes to active defense. It's not just backing up and forcing those errors. He's actually checking your approach every single time. Even in that last instance, the sequence was the standing light kick into EX Sonic Boom, right? So he's always looking for you to try to make a move in his territory. That's the kind of active defense that we were talking about earlier.
At the same time, we have seen a few drops and not as many hit confirms that you would think that would come from MenaRD, right? Like there's a few situations where I feel like it could have led into a lot more, and that's because obviously he hasn't put as much time into this character as, you know, his birdie pick, you know, the natural birdie pick, or even the Abigail, right?
Yeah.
So there's still a little bit of that you know, it's still rawness. You gotta cook it a little bit.
Gotta cook it a little bit.
It may come through as this match progresses. He already has some on the board, and it may, as this goes longer, just allow him to get these hit confirms and say, oh, I need to clean this up a little bit.
I'm still a little upset that he jumped in the second round of that game, by the way.
You almost flew, Jeremy.
I
cool,
digress. I digress.
Stand medium punch getting more active in the neutral. Now this is the Karin we're used to, right? Just walking up, hitting the stand medium punch, controlling the neutral. But this also gives Cabba a chance to play his normal game, and his normal game is offense. Look at how he has this life lead stunned pretty high on the side of Mena, and this is starting to go downhill.
I like his economy of buttons, just stopping a lot of these approaches right here, the dashes. Nice DP right here. The EX Cabba, the normal Cabba.
Oh, the jump in over the boom. This is not good. Push to the corner right there. Tick throw.
There you go. Stun is rising.
Oh, catches him with the boom on the way out.
The baby boomers coming through, dog. These are yours. And you better pay support.
Wow.
And you better pay support. This is what we were wanting to see, and it's the defense and the offense. Knowing when to go in, knowing when to get the sweeps like that. The 7-framer coming through. What?
Oh my God.
Yo, he knocked the hair. He knocked the wig off the head.
Right?
Well, that's how you feel, huh?
Yeah. Jeremy, your ball's beautiful, okay? Come on.
I like the jab to stop the approach. Staying light kick EX boom. Can we talk about that? Yo, Cabba.
That's masterclass right there.
That is actually masterclass right there.
You don't see lower players be doing that on the regular, but that's such a good part of this game plan to check a lot of these dashes, EX dashes, things like that, and just to have that out hot and ready, dog. You have to pay for it. Careful though. Stuck in the course, not where you want to be as Guile.
He's looking for a boom right now so he can EX through it. And you see him just walking him down to the corner, and Cabba gave him all this space, and now he's stuck here. Eats 2 throws, activation off the standing heavy kick, low forward, goes into the record, activate off the standing. Are you serious? My man is reading right now. My man is reading. Oh my God. All right, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's all right. It's okay.
Oh my God.
It's cool. It's all right.
What a drop.
It's okay. It's okay.
What a drop.
It's all right.
Hold on now.
Bro, my man did stand like he's like.
Oh my God.
Hold on now. See, situations like that make it feel unusual.
I was like, all right, he's going to get out of there, obviously, with the
Yeah,
trigger.
yeah.
Stand light kick, boom, activate. Word?
Oh my God.
That's how you feel?
So, but it's one thing for someone to drop something. It's another thing for someone to take advantage of that situation, get the punish, get the victory, and stay composed. If the spaghetti lands on the ground, you got 5 seconds. If you pick it up, it's all good to go. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's
Don't
not
off the ground.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So what are you supposed to do? What?
Throw it away, Vicious. Jesus Christ. Just
You
throw it
up
on
the
the ground.
top,
Just
or you
underneath
up
the
the
ground,
top,
bro.
you up the top if you want.
Yeah.
You up the top of it. Well, if the part that didn't touch the ground.
Look, man,
I-
you know who touched the ground? You know who touched the ground? MenaRD, Cabba running it right now. I can't believe we have a game in front of us. I mean, I ain't gonna say I can't believe it, but I'm just happy.
Oh,
Go,
let's go!
the birdie!
And then we have the birdie. We talked about it. We touched on it, but now it's on the screen. Let me see what Cabba does to slow down MenaRD's birdie.
Listen, Caba said on his Twitter that this was a 5-5. Even if it's not, on the paper, he may be feeling like that, and that could cause him hesitancy.
Dang, he was on the ground. He was down, but he wasn't out. Picks up the birdie. Oh, that's gonna be big
Wait
damage.
in the bait. You gotta hold this right.
Oh.
Man got that stun. No, it's not.
Goes for the overhead. Not ready for it though. In the crouch jab. That's
That light touch, that light stuff right there. Oh. Okay, Mena coming back with the birdie pick right here.
oh
Nice
my
stuff with
god.
a medium.
Walk up.
The fireball with the armor of God, dog.
Punish. Gonna hop over that EX boom. Not too prepared. Actually, that was a really good EX boom. Gives him a little quicker on the recovery.
Walk up to man again. MenaRD with the confidence behind him. And this is where he plays best. When he has that confidence, when he believes in his character.
Ooh.
Interruption. Crush. Great placement of buttons. And you don't want to be caught in the corner, especially
Oh.
with this man grab character.
Yo, Guile still fighting though. Guile still fighting though.
He's swinging, but he on death's door, dog. He's trying to hide it. But I see the blood seeping through the clothes right here. One more hit to do it. It's a one-touch situation.
Oh.
Oh, he got him.
Oh no.
Willie ain't free, dog.
Oh, that was such a
Oh, V reversal.
I like the patient.
EX Dolphin dive.
Get out of here.
I wish you guys could have seen it. We all literally did this at the same time. It was just, yeah.
Let's skip to my Lou. Yo, EX Dolphin dives in the clutch. If at first you don't succeed, you do it again.
Yeah.
Who's going to suspect that? It didn't work the first time. He would never.
I would have.
Does it.
How many
Do it
willies
again.
were freed in that round?
Do it again.
It was like
only
one. It was
only
only one. The other
It
one
was
got put back. It
The
was a
other one
sequel.
topped back into captivity. It
Yeah.
was
He was like,
into the corner. It's
this
like
ain't-
Free
this ain't so
Willy.
cool.
No. It's like,
Do it again!
Again.
Yeah.
Yes. One time for the two-time,
Right, one time for the two time. One out of two made it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, it got you a W. I feel like you're doing these call-outs now, and by you, I say Mena's doing these call-outs because he realized that Cabba, he could smell. He's on his scent now. He's like, oh, you brought out the birdie, huh? Mom's cooking. I'm on my way. Like he knows that he's like, you know what? If I can make him go to this birdie, I have a better chance. You already said how Cabba feels about this matchup, right? And he's put this on public. That means he feels surely that this is a 5-5 matchup. That means it's left to the player to make it a match. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Cabba feels like he can take this set just based off of the fact he switched to birdie. This is a long reach, obviously, because
Right.
I'm not a mind reader, but just the way that, I feel like he presents it makes it feel like something that's very doable.
Again, having that pensiveness is not something you want to have against a Capcom Cup champion right here. Multi-tournaments that he's been a victor of. And big jump and big read. He understands how he wants to play. EX Caba, though, coming out in the clutch.
Oof. What? Oh, no. We got to be careful, Stun. Stun's getting up there. That stand light kick trade definitely helped out Mena still.
Oh, this is looking bad right here. Now it is set point MenaRD. It was birdie all along. It wasn't the Abigail, the Sakura, the Karin. It was the one that you won Capcom Cup with. Falls to the EX. That's unfortunate. Stuck in the corner.
Yeah, tries to interrupt that EX before it got to the second hit. Didn't work out, but Cabba still fight. Oh, no anti-air.
Just so many. It's like a mental stat kind of thing. Is he gonna EX me? Is he gonna jump in on me? It's just like you're trying to understand what he's trying to do. Anti the crouching medium punch. That button's so good at that distance right here. Oh, it's not a cross up. Jumping for free.
Yeah, that crouching heavy punch. I mean, at least there's something there, right? Because there's been way too many jump-ins that Mena has gotten away with, and this might be donezo.
Oh
this
my
might
God.
be skip to my Lou is at the end of you. No! My God! With the did you see the trophy? He hit him with the super. The trophy was right in front. That was godlike.
This is why I'm a Capcom Cup champion, dogs.
Just in case you forgot, I got the cup. He dropped it on you. You better steal.
You guys are wild, man. I don't know what to do with this.
What?
Game, honestly.
How can we not be wild with such great matches? When
Yeah,
you
these
see,
You're not wrong. You're not
Yeah,
wrong. I'm
yeah.
just trying to be prepared. That's all.
But to see the birdie pick come out in the clutch right there, which Caba was already afraid of, and like naturally, people always look at what's on the paper, like, oh, this matchup is this and that. But someone who's practiced this so much to be like, I know how to play against a person and do these specific things out here to really make, make magic happen.
Right.
The birdie was the pick all along.
Yeah, granted, he did get 2 games with that Karin pick initially, right?
True.
He was just trying to get Caba a little bit more conditioned
Yeah.
to that style of aggression. As we see here, those offensive plays that MenaRD made in the first 2 games really shook Caba, right? He was trying to test it a little bit. He's like, all right, what is your defensive capabilities all about against an aggressive character like Karin, right? It's not going to be a steady walking fortress. It is a full-on turbo-sized tank.
No, that's definitely true.
It's turbo time when it comes to Karin.
It's turbo time. Throw into this corner. No, I think that, like, you're right. Mena definitely kind of stacked it to where when you have multiple characters, especially in a situation like this, right? You're like, well, look, I have multiple characters. I can start here and work my way to the birdie, right? You have multiple times to get this play out, but also these scrambles you see right here, that was the mental fatigue that let you know it was getting closer and closer to filling that cup and calling out the birdie. The birdie comes out, the gameplay changes once again. That neutralizes a few of the options Guile has. He's instantly slid under the boom and just walking him to the corner. It's a very scary thing to have to deal with MenaRD when he feels confident in a matchup, especially if he's walking you down with birdie.
And it's not easy to do all that stuff. Those are predictive movements right there.
Yeah,
And,
true.
he has to change his style because you can't be the wallsy, kind of buttsy kind of birdie that you used to be. You got to be really picky and choosy with what you do. And
Right.
when you land those
peep
hits,
the cup, peep the
yo,
cup.
check the cup right here. When you land it, it hurts. On top of the head like that, what a way to go. What a way to go to
That
remind
was
you
sick.
he's the Capcom Cup champion for a reason.
No, but you do bring up a valid point when it comes to playing as birdie. You're not allowed to throw out the heavier normals as often as you'd like, because that was one of the big significant changes for the season of Street Fighter V. They're trying to make sure that some of these heavier buttons are whiff punishable, right? So again, he was a little reluctant to make that switch up, but the analysts called it as well. They were saying, you know what, Mena has a full wheel of options, not only in his gameplay, but characters themselves. In fact, I want to know what they had to say in regards to how the matchup went. We have it with Ultra David, Rob TV, and Brian F.
There we were, it was 2-0, and comedic genius Rob TV came up with the idea of having a broom, because he was pretty sure it was going to be a sweep, huh? Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here.
That's bad luck. That's bad luck. You can't put it on
get out
my.
of
You
here.
can't put it on my foot. Okay. I think we should use that broom to sweep away our take when we actually thought that all of us had Cabba beating Mena.
We did.
And honestly, Cabba is someone. Mena, I should say. Mena is someone who I know for a fact, and on one personal level, he's someone who is inspired by people doubting him. So I think that he might have heard our take there and took his game to the next level. When it comes to that match, am I good to give my take on that match right now?
Go for it.
Are you still sweeping?
I am.
Okay. When it comes to how he played that match, even when he went to the Karin, I was surprised that he went with the Karin pick, right? Even when he went to it, I was like, oh yeah, my man's about to get smoked. I'm not gonna lie to you, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck here. But the way that he played that, it was phenomenal. And then even going to the birdie, I think we've seen a lot of the same things. He kept Cabba uncomfortable. He filled up the space with a whole lot of things. In the Karin matchup, he kept walking him down. He decided that the risk reward on him jumping was worth taking a flash kick or a crouch spears, and the placement of his jump ins was phenomenal. So you guys at home watching that, don't think that he's just doing jumps. The spacing, the timing, that's all specific player reads. And the last thing that I'll say on that is just that in general, when it comes to clean play versus like a more active style of play, generally speaking, clean play is by far more respected. I think that that's an antiquated take, and we need to start understanding there's more than one way to win.
And that's exactly what not just Mena, but I think a lot of the players in the DR region represent, kind of known for that more offensive style. And like you said, Mena is all about making you uncomfortable. I mean, the way he approached that, you were saying during the match, oh, I would expect him to use EX command dash to react to the booms, go for some whiff punishes. That's not what we saw.
No.
He preemptively committed to that command dash with the Karin. First of all, that pick made me uncomfortable to begin with. We knew we had like 30 characters to choose from. I did not predict Karin at all. I'm not sure if Cabba knew that was coming as well. But that command dash committed. I'm just going to occupy the space. The jumps committed. I'm going to occupy the space. And then when he got down to that range, low forward, low forward, low forward, none confirmed, but he represented it, kept pushing to the corner. And then, Cabba, he had a great adaptation after that sequence. Those two games went down. He's like, look, this traditional Guile kind of sitting back, trying to zone. It's not working. offense is the way to go. If you're going to occupy my space, I'm just going to occupy that space before you can. So once you got even 2-2, switch it up on you again. I'm going to make you uncomfortable. But back to my signature character, back to my birdie, representing a lot of the same mentality, always occupying space. You never know when the sweep is going to come. That's unsafe on block, but that crush counter gets him in. You never know when that the dolphin dive is going to come. That's definitely unsafe if it whiffs. You don't know when it's going to come in. And finally, once you're shook, you see that little shimmy, walk back and forth in your space, command grab. He uses that like a footsies tool. At the end of all that chaos, there's a very solid fundamental understanding of the game. And Mena, he proved us all wrong. I mean, we all called Cabba, so he definitely proved us wrong today.
I don't want to classify this as being like we're all shocked to see Mena.
No,
take it,
of
obviously,
course
but,
not.
like,
Yeah.
But still, yeah. Cabba did blow him up when they played in the CPT Online Central America #1. It's not what happened here.